This meeting is called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. The notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Highland Park Planet on January 8, 2025, and was posted on the Borough Hall website at www.hbborough.com and on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, 221 South Fifth Avenue in Highland Park, New Jersey, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Fire exits are to my right and left of council chambers. Chief, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sir. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Foster.
Yes.
Councilmember George.
Here.
Councilmember Hale.
Here.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Here.
Council President Kim Cho-Han.
Vacation.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Here.
Councilmember Vargas.
Here.
Borough Attorney.
Here.
And Borough Administrator Rivera.
Here.
Okay. Council reports. I'm going to start off with Councilmember Vargas.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Mona Edith Vargas, and I am the Council Liaison for the Arts and Recreation Departments. It's Thursday, July 3rd. Join us at Donaldson Park for our annual Independence Day celebration. This year's event promises to be bigger, better, and more delicious than ever. We'll have a wide variety of vendors offering cuisine and treats for many different cultures, perfect for dinner, snacks, or just indulging in something fun. We encourage all residents to come down early, enjoy a meal, explore the options, and take part in the excitement. While the park officially opens at 6 p.m., food vendors will be ready to serve starting at 5:30, so you can eat and settle in before the festivities kick off. Here's a glimpse of what's expected this year. Balloon artists and still walkers for interactive entertainment, free face painting for kids, bounce house, slide and obstacle course, a gaming truck with fun for all ages, and vendors with unique novelty items and more. It's time to come together as a community, enjoy the summer, and celebrate, but I would be remiss not to also reflect on what this holiday means. America turns 249 this year. It was and still is an experiment, one founded with ideals of liberty and justice, but also undeniable contradictions. A nation born from revolution, yes, but also from stolen land, slavery, and the displacement and suffering of indigenous peoples. Today, we still grapple with those legacies. Our immigration system deports descendants of the very people whose ancestral lands we occupy. Families struggle to access healthcare, to afford housing, and to live with dignity. And yet, we watch as state budgets, including Trenton's most recent, once again fails meaningfully to address the housing crisis or protect working families. So while we celebrate the good, the community, the opportunity, and the resilience, let's also recommit to doing the work, to making America not just great in slogans, but fair, just, and livable for everyone who calls it home. I hope to see you all at Donaldson Park this Thursday. That's my report for tonight.
Councilmember Hale.
Thank you very much, Mayor. My name is Matt Hale, and I chair the Economic Development Committee. Just a couple of things. So I'm trying to work on something of trying to shop at least 3 places locally every week. And I think that's a good goal. This week, I made a fantastic sea bass and salmon coquettes that I got at Super Fresh. Followed it up with some Bavarian cream at Dunkin' Donuts, which I really liked. And then I bought a new zip drive from Cybernet Computers. So those are the 3 that I did this week. So I think there are lots of places we should shop, so please make sure to shop local. Also, as I mentioned last time, the zoning board is in desperate need of new members. If you're interested in the zoning board, please see their website, the Borough website for an application, and get it in as fast as possible. It's a great opportunity to get involved with the borough. As Councilwoman Vargas mentioned, the fireworks are coming up. I just wanted to add a quick note that remember there are lots of people coming from all over the place, and they may not exactly know the parking rules, or they may park in front of your house. So please try not to yell at them or scream at them. Just be nice and say this isn't where you park or something like that. But let's make sure our visitors don't think that we're very grumpy. So please be nice in that. I wanted to just give a quick update. I know we talk a lot about track day and seed and redevelopment. And I just wanted to sort of, we all recognize, we want to get these things moving as fast as we can. We made a commitment to doing all of these, but we also made a commitment to make sure that the back end of this, the infrastructure, the plumbing, the sewer, the water, all of those things are something that are very, very important to new developments like this. And as a result, there's a whole host of stormwater, storm drain, storm management stuff that has to get sort of sorted itself out. It takes a long time to sort of make sure that we're doing the infrastructure part right. So I just wanted to let everybody know that one of the delays that we're having right now is that we're working very, very hard to make sure that all of those sort of back end things for this, these projects are working and are done to the highest standards. Same goes for South Third. We're starting our monthly stakeholder meetings, our stakeholder meetings. We're hoping to have a larger community meeting by the end of summer about this South Third Plaza. And then lastly, we are very close again to having our study of an area in need of redevelopment on the Sunoco property and surrounding properties. So that ought to be coming again very soon. It goes to the planning board and then it comes to us. So that's are some additional things. So there are a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes about just making sure that these projects are done correctly and done to the best standards of the state and best standards of the borough. So I just wanted to give everybody a little heads up on that. And that's my report.
Thank you. Councilmember Hirsch.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. My name is Matthew Hirsch. I chair the Public Works and Public Utilities Committee. It was a dark and stormy night. I just wanted to start like Snoopy. Any Snoopy fans here? However, it is stormy out, and please, if you've driven through town, as I know Councilman George just did, there has been a water main break at Route 27 and North Adelaide Avenue, and as a result, Route 27 southbound will be closed to vehicular traffic. So that's already begun at 3 o'clock. And is expected to remain closed well into the evening until about 2 a.m. according to our team at Middlesex Water. I just wanted to thank them, Chief, the Highland Park Police Department, Terry, and your team for navigating this. And to the public, apologies for the delays. We will have this patched up, and the road will be in working order once again shortly. However, in the meantime, all southbound traffic will be detoured onto North 2nd Avenue and then onto Harrison Avenue and then onto River Road, connecting Route 27 at the Albany Street Bridge. Motorists are advised, well, first, please try to avoid the area if you can. But if you can't, motorists are advised to please consider an alternate route, such as Route 1, if you get possible, to avoid delays. So just steer clear of the area if possible. Just a couple of other things. Borough offices are closed this Friday, July 4th, in observance of Independence Day. And for the remainder of the week, the collection schedule is as follows. Tomorrow, Wednesday, July 2nd, garbage collection will take place in the business district and the south side. On Thursday, July 3rd, recycling will take place on the south side. And then on Friday, July 4th, there is no garbage and no recycling. North side and Triangle and Business District, you had your garbage collection and recycling collection Monday and Tuesday of this week. If for whatever reason you did miss those days, if you can, please refrain to please bring your receptacles back in, and we will resume the normal schedule next week. So thank you for your patience on that. Sustainable Highland Park, to which I'm liaison, held its regular monthly meeting last week. Really great stuff. If you are interested in environmental stewardship or environmental activism or being kind of part of Highland Park's role as an environmental leader, I would definitely encourage folks to come and sit in and observe and participate. You don't have to be an appointed member to feel like you're part of the club. Just a few things coming up that you can be part of. On July 5th, there will be a community cleanup between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. At the woods at the bottom of South 7th Avenue. We'll meet at the entrance of the paved path at the intersection of South 7th and Donaldson Street. Gloves, buckets, and other supplies are provided. Please bring water. July 17th at 7 p.m. Please join us for our Adding Color to Your Garden with Native Plants event at the Highland Park Public Library, where we'll learn about the importance of native plants in our ecosystem and the need to add native plants to our species. Return presenter and master gardener Sue Tarr will introduce many colorful native plants that can beautify your space and support native bees, butterflies, and birds. And native plants, planting native plants does a whole host of benefit to your property and to our natural spaces around us, including stormwater remediation. It prevents erosion, and they can withstand droughts too. They have deep roots that can really withstand, extended stretches of dryness, as we saw last summer, and unfortunately, as we will likely see again. So please come check that out. And then finally, on July 20th at 9 a.m., there will be a community cleanup at the Irving School, where we will again come together to clean up, and gloves, buckets, and other supplies will be provided as usual. The Highland Park Environmental Commission will hold its regular monthly meeting tomorrow, July 2nd at 8 p.m. on Zoom. You can get that link at www.hpboro.com. And the Shade Tree Advisory Committee will hold its regular meeting on Wednesday, July 9th at 7:30 p.m. Please go to www.hpboro.com for the link. That meeting is also virtual. And I just wanted to point out a couple of items on the consent agenda today. Item 9A and 9B are related to sustainable Highland Park, but also speak more toward the administrative priorities, sustainable administrative priorities that the borough does just as a matter of course. Sustainable certification at the state level allows the borough more and better opportunities for more grants. So it's important that we take action on some key things. The first one, item 9A, is a sustainable land use pledge. We discussed this at our work session. This is a resolution adopted by a town to prioritize long-term community well-being by balancing economic, environmental, and social needs in land use decisions. This also commits Highland Park to reviewing and potentially revising land use practices and planning policies to promote smart growth and sustainability. So this, in many ways codifies the practices that we already take, but this is an important step moving forward toward increasing our sustainable Jersey certification. And then 9B is a complete and green streets policy, and this is, I don't want to steal Councilman George's thunder because this is really through the Safe Walking and Cycling Committee, but I did just want to acknowledge it as part of our sustainable certification. But this is very exciting, so thank you, Councilman. And then items 9C and 9D, you'll just see some of our upcoming road projects as we apply for transportation trust funds and municipal aid to continue improving our 31 miles of municipal roadways, and all the while hopefully incorporating some of the best practices that we've identified in our bicycle and pedestrian plan to achieve our complete and green streets. And that is my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember George.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Phil George, and I'm the liaison to the Public Safety Committee. We've had several meetings in a row, and we've reported several times things are going well. Just a couple of alerts from the police department and the fire department. 4th of July holiday coming up. Number one, please, if you're going to party, direct people, you're going to celebrate, you're going to smoke a little or drink a little, stay home, relax, enjoy, or get a designated driver. We will be out enforcing more for everyone else's safety than to enforce, but please be careful. From the fire department, fireworks are legal. There's actually several stores you can pick them up in town. Please be careful. Supervise your children if you're going to allow them to use fireworks. We would rather see you enjoy, but please do it carefully if you can. Thank you, Councilman Hirsch. Item 9B, the complete streets and green streets inventory. SWAC has worked very carefully along with Terry Hilbert, the borough administrator, to put that program together for a while. The resolution actually sets policies that we can, they're not mandatory, but highly recommended. They're statewide and part of the overall state program to integrate bicyclists, pedestrians, safer streets, using the byways and sidewalks much more carefully, and to taking them into account when we do overall planning as well as individual project planning. Highland Park has been much in the advance of that for at least 10 years that I know of. But on top of that, this kind of recognizes the work of our volunteers, in particular the Safe Walking and Cycling Committee, but makes it as a policy recommendation for us to follow. And just a couple of notes. Thank you, Councilmember Vargas, for reminding us that despite the history books that we see on television, 1776 is a play that I always watch on July 2nd when it was first broadcast, and I saw the original on Broadway and the Hamilton. So we fictionalize and celebrate in that way, but we should really be celebrating and not commiserating. We should be unifying and not walking away because it's so difficult these days. Even the headlines just today are daunting. But regardless of that history, we need to stay together as a town. We need to stay together as a population. Every population individually, not as policymakers, but individually, who walked away and said, it's not in my backyard, I'm not going to worry about it all that much, is gone. They lost everything, and it took generations. There are countries are still trying generations later to recoup what they lost by ignorance, by ignoring the problem, and not by being engaged. So as we celebrate, let's celebrate ourselves and what we can do for each other, and keep mindful of what our founding fathers and mothers did for us 249 years ago, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether they were good or bad or mixed. They've given that to us for us to preserve. Let's be careful and let's celebrate. Thank you.
Councilmember Postle next.
Thank you, Mayor. Tough act to follow. My name is Jason Stelnick. I'm the chair of the Health and Human Services Committee. Within that end, I just wanted to report on a few items. First up, this is our last regular meeting until mid-August. I wanted to re-up my note from last session that in case of any extreme heat between now and then, I just want to remind folks to exercise caution, stay hydrated, and stay indoors when possible. If you're in need of a place to cool off, you're welcome to stop in at the community center, Borough Hall, and the library during the regular business hours. And we're also grateful to our community partner, the Reformed Church of Highland Park, for making their program available to residents, including during evening and weekend hours outside our municipal building business hours. So the hours are as follows. The community center and Borough Hall are open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., closing weekends. The library, and this is important, I want to make a little correction from the last time I reported on this matter, which was I did not have the library summer hours, so I'm going to get into that right now, which is that they are open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., Wednesday and Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the Reformed Church of Highland Park is open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I just wanted to talk about the upcoming food distributions for the month. HP Gives a Food will be providing free groceries every Tuesday and Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Zone 16 Center at 600 Benner Street. And the Highland Park Food Pantry will also be distributing free groceries on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month, which is July 10th and the 24th, from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. And from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I'll also be distributing groceries on the Saturdays of those same weeks, the second and fourth, which is July 12th and the 26th, from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And this will be happening at the Highland Park Community Center at 220 South 6th Avenue. Next, I just want to note that the Board of Health will be holding its next meeting next Thursday, June 10th at 7 p.m. on Google Meet. The meeting link can be accessed on the HD Borough calendar on the Borough website at hdboro.com. I also wanted to encourage any folks out there who may be interested in joining the Human Relations Commission and working on events and programs that help bring our community together to submit a volunteer application. There's still a few slots available. So yeah, the volunteer application can be accessed on the Borough website, again, at hdboro.com. Lastly, I just wanted to put in a plug for Resolution 725-181, which would award a contract for the purchase of the 2025 Motive Epic 4 electric shuttle bus. Guys, this is it, the new bus we've all been anxiously waiting for, and I've been bringing up quite a bit.
I don't know.
As you may recall, there have been a number of resolutions passed in support of this, and a lot of work behind the scenes, thanks to the Borough staff, thanks to you, Terry, and your team, for making to make this happen. And finally, we're at the last step. It's the last step. Then we gotta build it. But this is the last step on our end to get this process, to get this bus actually in our hands. So thanks everyone for supporting this so far, and I hope you'll continue to do so one more time. This will surely be welcomed by the many Borough residents who rely on our transportation assistance. That is my report for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Borough Administrator.
Mayor, I don't have a report tonight, thanks.
Okay. Borough Attorney Burns.
There, I don't have a report tonight.
Alrighty, and now it's up to me. Last but not least, I do want to echo two of the voices that I heard tonight. And I'm wishing everyone a happy 4th of July. And with that, as we celebrate the 4th, as Councilmember Vargas mentioned, Councilmember George, that it was a hard fought battle for us to be celebrating the 4th of July. And every Memorial Day, I tend to say the cost of freedom is not free. And this certainly applies as we go and we barbecue and we think about all the wonderful things that our country is. Let us work hard to maintain the wonderful things that our country is. Let us work hard and maintain in harmony and peace with each other. On that note, I'm leaving that right there and wishing everyone a happy 4th of July. But Councilmember Hale, you mentioned something that is very, very dear to my heart, and that's shopping in Highland Park. And I also want to say that I went shopping in town. I ate at Chef Tan. I went to Dunkin' Donuts like you did. And I also went to the supermarket. And I got something that most of you will not be familiar with. And it's a fruit from my native land, and it's called breadfruit.
Yes.
And cassava. Cassava chips, and it was really good. And I'm happy to live in a town where I can find stuff that I really love, and that I can go home and I spend that Sunday afternoon in my kitchen enjoying cooking and everything else. So continue to shop in Highland Park, everyone. Thank you. That's my report. And now it's time for public participation. 3 minutes per speaker, limited to items on this agenda. Comments from members of the public attending in person, which there is none, will be heard first, followed by those attending on Zoom. Is there anyone on Zoom, Terry?
We have, excuse me, 4 attendees on Zoom with no hands up at this time.
Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Consent agenda resolutions. May I ask any member of the council if there's anything on the consent agenda that you wish to separate for separate vote?
Madam Mayor, Councilmember Hirsch and I don't believe we've heard enough from Councilmember Polsonek about the electric bus. That out and have a full discussion.
I think that's a
I
good
find that
idea.
shocking.
I'd be very happy and excited to correct that apparent oversight on my part and discuss at length about the importance of the screen.
I appreciate that. Thank
It's
you
the
very much.
number one question that's asked by the seniors every time we go to the community center. Councilmember Vargas can attest to that. When is the bus coming?
I'm
And
sorry,
when
are
is
you
the bus
engaged
coming?
in shuttle diplomacy here?
Exactly.
I assure you, I hear about it all the time from my boards and commissions.
All right.
Well, in that case, I withdraw.
No other withdrawals, man.
Okay, all right. Oh, we voted on, roll call. No, we did that. Okay. May I have a motion to adopt or reject the following items, 9A through 9I?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Before I vote, I just, I had a paragraph on the community bus side. I vote yes.
Councilmember Vargas,
Yes.
Okay, now we move to appointment. Zoning Board of Adjustment, Robert Fletcher, alternate member to regular member. William Winfrey, alternate member to regular member. Council on Aging, appointing Carly Devonish. May I have a motion to confirm?
Motion to confirm.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Gratefully, yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes, and thank you to all the volunteers.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes, great group.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes, thanks for your service, everyone.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
And now it's time for the second public participation, 3 minutes per speaker on any topic, subject to conclude at 9 p.m. Comments from those who are attending on Zoom will be heard now.
We are at 3 attendees with no hands up at this time.
Okay, see, none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moving, everyone. Please enjoy the holiday safely and happily.
Yes.
All in favor?
Bye.
Next meeting, August 12th. Have a safe summer, everyone. Thank you.
That's like